1. Nearly all men can stand adversity, but if you want to test a man's character, give him power. Adversity reveals grit, but power reveals truth. Most people assume character is forged in hardship. And while that's partly true, Lincoln points us toward a greater test. What happens when nothing is holding you back? When you're the one giving orders? When no one dares say no? In adversity, we're reactive. We survive. But in power, we choose. We reveal what we value, how we treat those beneath us, and what kind of legacy we truly aim to leave. Lincoln understood this because he lived it. He held the highest office during the darkest chapter in American history, and chose restraint over vengeance, unity over control. If you want to know who someone really is, give them power, and watch what they do with it. Words of Giants, Episode 3. Abraham Lincoln, Timeless Wisdom from Legendary Minds. He spoke softly, but reshaped the soul of a divided nation. His strength wasn't in how loud he commanded, but in how firmly he stood, in truth, in humility, in unshakable principle. Lincoln's wisdom is not for politicians. It's for people. People who want to lead without ego, who seek unity without domination, and who believe that character isn't shown in comfort, but in conviction. These words still matter. Let's begin. 2. I don't like that man. I must get to know him better. Most of us stop at dislike. We hear a voice, see a face, witness a gesture, and decide, I don't like them. But Lincoln offers a rare kind of maturity. Discomfort is not a wall, it's a window. When someone unsettles us, it may be because they mirror something in ourselves we haven't faced yet. Lincoln invites us to respond not with judgment, but with curiosity. To slow down, to ask, to listen. Leadership doesn't just demand understanding your allies. It requires reaching toward those you don't yet understand. That's where unity begins. 3. The best way to predict your future is to create it. We often look outward for signs. We wait for something to shift, a signal, a break, a permission. But Lincoln, in the heart of a fractured nation, chose a different stance. He didn't wait for the future. He built it. One decision, one battle, one word at a time. This quote isn't just motivational, it's foundational. You are not at the mercy of circumstance. Your future isn't found, it's forged. And it begins with what you say yes to today. 4. I walk slowly, but I never walk backward. There's power in patience. In a world obsessed with speed, Lincoln speaks to steady progress, the kind that endures. This isn't about delay, it's about direction. He reminds us, you can be slow, as long as you are certain. What matters is not how fast you go, but that you never retreat from what's right. Every step forward, no matter how small, is victory. 5. Those who deny freedom to others deserve it not for themselves. Lincoln's legacy is inseparable from this principle. Freedom is not a luxury, it's a right. And any system, person, or belief that denies it, dishonors it. But look deeper. This isn't just about law or politics. It's about how we treat people. In families, in workplaces, in our silence and our speech. If you wish to be respected, dignified, and free, you must defend those same rights for others. Otherwise, your freedom is only privilege dressed in illusion. 6. Be sure you put your feet in the right place, then stand firm. Conviction without clarity is dangerous, but clarity without courage is useless. Lincoln's genius was not just in knowing what was right, it was in refusing to move once he knew. In an age of pressure and compromise, he teaches us this. Decide slowly, but stand unshakably. Don't rush into conviction. But when you've found it, let nothing push you off it. That's how mountains are moved, by people who stand. 7. You cannot escape the responsibility of tomorrow by evading it today. Avoidance is seductive. We tell ourselves we'll deal with it later. The conflict, the decision, the truth. But Lincoln knew, every tomorrow is shaped by today's choices, or lack of them. Responsibility doesn't disappear when ignored. It accumulates. It grows heavier, darker, harder to face. Face it now, not because it's easy, but because delay is the real burden. 8. The struggle of today is not altogether for today. It is for a vast future also. Lincoln never thought small. To him, every decision echoed across generations. We live in a culture of instant feedback. But Lincoln calls us to think in legacies. That every act of courage now, every difficult stand, every sacrifice, isn't just for comfort, it's for continuity. You don't just build your life, you build the world after you. 9. Whenever I hear anyone arguing for slavery, I feel a strong impulse to see it tried on him personally. This is Lincoln's quiet fury, sharpened with irony. He wasn't just logical, he was morally exact. This quote reveals the fire beneath his restraint, a clarity of principle that cut through rationalizations and called injustice by its true name. Freedom is not theoretical, it's human, and when denied, it deserves not debate, but defiance. 10. I am a slow walker, but I never walk alone. In this simple statement is a profound truth. Progress isn't always fast, but it is strengthened by those who walk with you. Lincoln never claimed to have all the answers, but he believed in unity, in walking with others towards something greater than himself. You don't have to lead loudly. You don't have to lead quickly, but walk with principle, and never alone. 11. My concern is not whether God is on our side. My greatest concern is to be on God's side. Lincoln wasn't interested in righteousness for show. He wasn't seeking to use the divine. He wanted to align with it. This quote is a masterclass in humility. It says, "Stop asking if the universe agrees with you, and ask if you're living in harmony with what is just, what is good, what is eternal." It's not about claiming moral high ground. It's about standing where truth already stands, whether you're applauded or alone. 12. Character is like a tree, and reputation like its shadow. The shadow is what we think of it. The tree is the real thing. In the age of reputation management, Lincoln brings us back to root. What matters isn't how tall the shadow appears, it's how deep the roots go. You can't fake growth. You can't polish a shadow and call it virtue. Character is slow, solid, often unseen, but it's what holds you when the wind rises. Grow the tree. The shadow will follow. 13. Do I not destroy my enemies when I make them my friends? This is not weakness, it's strategic peace. Lincoln understood that lasting victory doesn't come from conquering bodies. It comes from converting hearts. He turned enemies into allies not through flattery, but through understanding, inclusion, and forgiveness. To destroy an enemy without creating another, that's the highest form of wisdom. 14. I have always found that mercy bears richer fruits than strict justice. Mercy is not the absence of justice, it is its refinement. Justice without mercy becomes punishment, but mercy guided by principle becomes transformation. Lincoln's leadership wasn't soft, it was strong enough to forgive, because he knew a united people need healing, not just verdicts. The fruit of mercy is not weakness, it's peace. 15. The better part of one's life consists of his friendships. After war, speeches, politics, and struggle, Lincoln leaves us with something simple and eternal. Not power, not success, but connection. In the end, it's not who follows you, it's who walks beside you. Nurture your friendships. They are the quiet architecture of a meaningful life. Abraham Lincoln's words are more than history. They are light for dark times, spine for shaky moments, and hope when reason fades. He did not lead with noise. He led with depth. Let his clarity become your compass. Let his restraint become your power. And let his humility remind you. Leadership isn't dominance. It's service in stillness. Words of giants, timeless wisdom from legendary minds. New episodes every Tuesday and Thursday. Subscribe and carry the wisdom forward.